Hello again, or if this is your first time, welcome to the Decanting Club. This week we have a Greek white for you from one of Greece's most respected winemakers, Vangelis Gerovassiliou. We've had two of his whites before, a marvellous Malagousia and an even more wonderful Viognier. This is his estate white, a little bit cheaper, and it's made from a 50-50 blend of Malagousia and Assyrtiko. The two of them are probably the most fashionable native white varieties in Greece right now. They're both notably pale-skinned. So although this wine is a bit less than medium lemon in colour, I would expect it to be paler than this. And the reason it isn't is because of the skin contact that's been taken place before fermentation, where you leave the juice in contact with the skins to pick up more aromas, and it picks up a bit more colour at the same time. Oh, and the skin contact has worked. It's the Malagousia that shines forward on the nose, which is only to be expected. It's a very aromatic variety. This smells very floral and jasmine, but also of fresh green herbs, basil and a little bit of mint. But behind that, there's stony citrus, like grapefruit zest, and I think that's the Assyrtiko. There's also an intriguing sea air scent to this, a sort of minerally impression of the seaside. Again, I think that might be the Assyrtiko, but it might also be the lees aging this wine has had. After fermentation, in contact with the dead yeast cells, it gives the wine more body and texture and some mineral notes like that. The whole combination is delightfully summery. I want to be somewhere hot drinking this. It reminds me of whites from inland Galicia, like that Flower and the Bee made from Trejadura that we drank in October of last year. It's a wonderful nose. Now, the palate is where the Assyrtiko shines through. It's dry and it's got bracing, zingy acidity here and a real intense, stony citrus flavours. Grapefruit and ripe lemons. Also in there, some fresh Cox's apples too. Great concentration. At first, the freshness and the unoaked, this is definitely unoaked, the unoaked quality makes this seem just medium bodied. But then it builds in the mouth, really puts on weight, develops this stony intensity that you feel as much as you taste. Oh, wonderful. That mineral weight continues on into the finish, which again is stony and it's appetizingly sour, got a sour note, along with some slightly warming white pepper spice. That skin contact that I mentioned, I think has left a little prickle of tannin in the wine. There's no bitterness there, but there is a slightly drying quality to the finish that offsets the mouth-watering acidity. The combination works extremely well. Assyrtiko comes, as I said, from volcanic windswept Santorini, and something about this wine tastes volcanic. It's a bit like licking lemon juice off of pumice stones. But that austerity is beautifully counterbalanced by that delightful summery floral nose, courtesy of the Malagousia. Great blends usually arrive at some middle ground which doesn't actually taste of any of the components. But here, most unusually, I can taste both grapes, and yet they complement each other beautifully. It's bracing, but wonderfully balanced, and I think proof that the whole can be greater than the sum of the parts. Cheers!